Burn your vision board. Why intuition trumps planning in the manifestation game. Good evening, everyone. I'm electrified to be here with you today. Recently, I had the extraordinary privilege of sitting down with Sonja Denyse, the revolutionary founder of the Manifest Beauty movement and creator of Random Ish W Sonia. Let me tell you something. This woman is not just changing lives, she's shattering the entire paradigm of how we manifest our dreams. Sonia has become a beacon of radical hope for women emerging from troubled past and dysfunctional relationships, proving that your starting point never determines your destination. Her work is nothing short of transformative, creating ripples that are turning into waves across communities where hope was once in short supply. What makes Sonia's approach so damn powerful? She completely rejects the manifestation rule book we've all been force fed. Today, I'm going to share the mind blowing insights from our conversation because they challenge everything. And I mean everything you've been taught about creating the life you desire. Look around you. We're drowning in a culture obsessed with planning, with endless lists, with detailed roadmaps to success. Open any manifestation book, scroll through any self help Instagram account, and what do you find? 10-step processes, visualization exercises, vision boards covered in magazine cutouts, morning routines that would exhaust a Navy SEAL, gratitude journals filled with forced positivity. The message seems crystal clear. If you want to manifest your dreams, you need a meticulous plan, a rigid structure, a formula. But what if that's complete bullshit? What if the very tools we're told are essential for success are actually the chains holding us back? This is the counterintuitive truth that exploded from my conversation with Sonja Denyse. A revelation that stopped me cold and forced me to question everything I thought I knew about manifestation. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes the detailed plans, the extensive lists, the rigid practices, they become the very barriers that prevent us from achieving our dreams. When we become fixated on following someone else's manifestation formula, we disconnect from our intuition. We silence our inner wisdom. We ignore the subtle nudges from our soul that are desperately trying to guide us toward our authentic path. This isn't just philosophical mumbo jumbo. This has profound real world implications, especially for those who faced serious adversity. Consider Sonja Denyse's journey. Here was a woman who emerged from a troubled past and an abusive relationship with zero connections, zero financial resources, and zero clear path forward. By conventional standards, she was screwed before she even started. If she had followed traditional manifestation advice, she might still be sitting in her apartment today, meticulously planning her escape, creating detailed lists of goals, and following rigid manifestation practices. She might still be stuck in what I call preparation paralysis, that state where you're so busy planning your life that you never actually live it. Instead, Sonia took a radically different approach. She trusted her gut. She followed her fire. She embraced the unknown. And from this place of authentic alignment, she built the Manifest Beauty movement and her Random Ish W Sonia platform, which now helps countless women transform their lives from the inside out. At a recent Pen to Profit conference, Sonia shared candidly with Dr. Tamara Mitchell how she turned her personal triumph over adversity into a movement. She didn't have a 5 year plan. She had something far more powerful, intuitive clarity about her purpose and the courage to follow it, even when it made no logical sense. This isn't an isolated success story. It represents a fundamental truth about human potential that we've overlooked in our obsession with structure and planning. Let me introduce you to another revolutionary, Sonia Satra, founder of Modicize. She recognized that traditional manifestation techniques create a disconnect between mind and body. While most approaches keep practitioners stationary, sitting in meditation, or writing in journals. Sonia developed a methodology that integrates physical movement with manifestation. This move and manifest approach acknowledges something essential. We are not just thinking beings. We are physical, emotional, spiritual beings in motion. When we engage our whole selves in the manifestation process, we access deeper levels of creativity and intuition that static practices simply cannot touch. As a certified life coach, author, and professional speaker, Sonia has helped numerous clients go out and shine through this integrated approach. Her success further validates the radical idea that breaking from conventional wisdom leads to more powerful results. But here's where things get really interesting. Both of these women, Sonja Denyse and Sonia Satra, have achieved remarkable success, not by following the established rules, but by creating their own. They've demonstrated that manifestation is not a one size fits all process. It's deeply personal, deeply intuitive, and deeply connected to our authentic selves. This insight is particularly relevant for Black women professionals and entrepreneurs who often face systemic barriers to traditional paths of success. When conventional doors are closed, creating your own doorway becomes not just an option, but a necessity. As Maya Angelou wisely said, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. This truth resonates deeply with Sonia Denyse's approach to manifestation. The more you trust your creative intuition, the stronger it becomes. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something. I'm not suggesting that planning has no value. Structure can be useful, goals can provide direction. What I am suggesting is that we've overvalued these elements at the expense of intuition, passion, and authentic alignment. Consider the glow up transformation concept featured on Random Ish W Sonia. This framework helps individuals visualize and achieve personal and professional transformations, particularly when coming from challenging backgrounds. But unlike traditional transformation programs that focus primarily on external metrics of success, the glow up concept emphasizes internal change alongside external achievement. This approach has resonated deeply with audiences, as evidenced by Sonia's growing platform and recent content releases. It works because it acknowledges a fundamental truth. Real transformation begins from within. It starts with healing, with self acceptance, with reconnecting to your authentic desires. From this foundation of inner alignment, external success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. This brings me to a provocative question. What if the most powerful manifestation technique isn't a technique at all? What if it's simply the courage to trust yourself? Think about it. When we rely too heavily on external guidance, on someone else's system or process, we implicitly send ourselves the message that we don't know what's best for us, that we need someone else to show us the way, that we can't trust our own intuition. This message is particularly damaging for those who have already experienced trauma or abuse, where trust in oneself has often been systematically undermined. Sonia Denyse's approach offers a powerful alternative. It says, you already have everything you need within you. Your intuition is your guide. Your passion is your fuel. Your authentic desires are your roadmap. This message is revolutionary, it's liberating, and it's backed by the success stories of countless women who have transformed their lives through this approach. But embracing this truth requires courage. It means stepping away from the safety of prescribed methods and into the uncertainty of your own path. It means trusting yourself, even when, especially when conventional wisdom tells you otherwise. As Audre Lorde powerfully stated, when I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. This sentiment captures the essence of Sonia's approach to manifestation. It's about daring to trust your vision even when fear suggests otherwise. So, what does this mean for you? How can you apply these insights to your own life? First, recognize that your past does not determine your future. Sonja Denyse emerged from a troubled background and an abusive relationship to create a movement that's transforming lives. Your starting point does not limit your destination. Second, understand that you don't need extensive connections or financial resources to succeed. What you need is clarity about what truly matters to you, courage to pursue it, and resilience to persist through challenges. Third, consider that the rigid manifestation practices you've been taught might actually be limiting your potential. Instead of following someone else's system, develop an approach that resonates with your authentic self. Fourth, integrate your whole being into your manifestation practice. Like Sonia Satra's move and manifest methodology, find ways to engage your body, mind, and spirit in the creation process. And finally, embrace the glow up concept by focusing on internal transformation alongside external achievement. Real success isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about who you become in the process. I want to leave you with this challenge. Take one manifestation practice that feels forced or unnatural to you and abandon it. Right now, today, replace it with something that feels aligned with your intuition, even if it makes no sense to anyone else. Maybe that means tearing up your vision board. Maybe it means canceling your subscription to that manifestation app. Maybe it means dancing instead of meditating. Maybe it means speaking your desires aloud instead of writing them down. Whatever it is, trust that your intuition is guiding you toward a path that is uniquely yours. In the powerful words of Sonja Denyse, your intuition is the GPS to your destiny. When you silence the noise of should and must and listen to the whispers of your soul, you discover a path uniquely designed for you. We stand at a crossroads in human potential. We can continue following formulas that work for some but fail for many, or we can pioneer a new approach to manifestation, one that honors the wisdom within each of us. The choice is yours. But remember this, every moment you spend following someone else's roadmap is a moment you're not creating your own. Every hour spent forcing yourself into manifestation practices that don't resonate with your spirit is an hour lost on your authentic journey. The world doesn't need more people following the same path. It needs more pioneers brave enough to forge new ones. It needs more visionaries like Sonja Denyse who refuse to be limited by conventional wisdom. It needs you fully expressed, fully aligned, fully trusting in your own intuitive power. So I ask you, no, I challenge you, will you have the courage to close the manifestation books, to set aside the rigid practices, and to trust the wisdom that already lives within you? Will you dare to manifest not according to someone else's formula, but according to the unique rhythm of your own soul? Your intuitive revolution begins now. The world is waiting.